10 News is on top of breaking news. A water main break has some streets in Torrey Highlands a mess this morning.
I'm Hannah Mullins live where muddy water gushed through these streets for 3 hours. We'll tell you why this mess may lead to an even bigger one straight ahead.
This morning, arson investigators back at that canyon in Chula Vista to find out what caused the brush fire that came within feet of Chula Vista homes. How close investigators are to getting an answer this morning. Also,
we ran to the nearest exit. I mean, all we wanted to do is just get safe.
Panic at that mall in New Jersey, which is now closed after a shooter terrorized thousands of people. The new information we learned overnight about the gunman.
it is 6:30 now on this Tuesday morning. Robert Santos in the 10 News Pinpoint Weather Center. The temperature range we have today from chilly to warm.
Yes, absolutely. Our morning starting off chillier this morning compared to 24 hours ago because we've got a clearer sky out there. I mean, you look off in the distance, you do see a little bit of just some low clouds, but otherwise mostly clear to start. And look at this, 45 degrees. So the 40s are back in our valleys. Sun officially coming up at about 6:11 already. You look at the planner here. We have a lot of sunshine today, 71 for a high temperature. For the valleys, we go from the 40s, even some 30s this morning in some of our colder spots, from the 40s to 70s, mid-70s. All right, in about 10 minutes, just how cold it is for specific cities. Let's get to Melissa Messia now, 10 News Time Saver Traffic.
And at 6:31, Sky 10, you could see here over this crash here a few minutes ago. This was on the 163 South, right as you approach the I-5. Now, I just checked here. Looks like this two-car crash is in the clearing stages, but if you are heading into downtown, you want to watch out for a little bit of slowdown because that crash did contribute to some of that backup we are seeing. Now, switching on over to another problem that we have been monitoring all morning. Check that out. Water main break, Torrey Highlands. This street still closed here. Camino del Sur right at Carmel Valley. Huge problem there, and that's where we find 10 News reporter Hannah Mullins live with what we're seeing right now. Hannah.
And Mel, water ripped right through the ground. It bubbled out of that center divide for about 3 hours. And if you take a look at this street, mud has just blanketed the area. We want to go to some video we have for you because it looked like a game of Ring Around the Rosie as crews turned off multiple valves out here. Before they shut it off about 30 minutes ago, it looked like chocolate milk was rushing through the road. A San Diego police officer called for the city's water department when the water main burst just before 3 this morning. Crews pulled up a little before we first brought this to you at 4:30. Then Sky 10 launched to give you a better look at the area. And if you think this is a mess, it will likely only get worse. They'll probably have to tear into the center divide to yank out that faulty pipe and replace it. Right now, we can tell you it's only North Camino del Sur, which is blocked. That could change depending on construction. Now, one thing we do want to point out back here, there was already construction in the area specifically surrounding that center divide. A lot of these things were already out here. We're live in Torrey Highlands. Hannah Mullins, 10 News.